Quest 2 versus Quest 3. That's the big question on everyone's minds this Christmas shopping season. Because the thing to remember is that the Quest 3 isn't an all-encompassing replacement for the Quest 2. Meta still sells both headsets, but with the much higher starting price of the Quest 3, not to mention the pretty lively used market for the last-gen headset, is there anything really big and new with this one to make it the go-to this season? Well, obviously the big thing that changed is the much improved optics. With the much higher quality and high resolution lenses, the VR experience is obviously a lot more immersive, which is, you know, kind of its end goal. And unlike the Quest 2, you also see a lot less of the black space around the actual lenses, so you can still definitely see a bit of it alongside some of the outside world at the very bottom of the headset, which definitely does ruin the immersion somewhat, but to be fair, very few headsets at this price point can get it right. Though if full-on VR experiences are your thing, then of course the other big thing with the Quest 3 is the various mixed reality and AR games and apps on offer, which granted are more of a future looking thing and right now mostly just manifest as some tech demos and gimmicks, but they're still pretty fun and a great sign of things to come. And especially if this is something you want to work in yourself and develop for, well, the Quest 3 is probably the cheapest way to get in on the action. Naturally, all of this requires some beefy processing, which is why the next gen Snapdragon chip on the Quest 3 is also a pretty big improvement. Though of course that mainly depends on how much you actually take advantage of the internal processing on the headset itself versus using a PC and playing PC VR games instead, such as Half-Life Alyx or pretty much any other PC VR games you might have at this point. Both headsets will perform just as well, though naturally this will be a lot more immersive because of the higher resolution. Though it's also important to keep in mind that both headsets can perform at up to 120Hz as well, so they're on equal footing there at least. And now, on to the most painful thing, the price. Because the much higher cost of the entry-level Quest 3 is going to be reason enough for many people to go for the Quest 2, even despite all the big improvements. Especially seeing what kind of sales we can expect nowadays for this last-gen version. And keep in mind that both of these entry-level SKUs have 128GB. If you do want to go for the 512GB version of Quest 3, then wow, does the price ever balloon up. Like, this is some Apple-level storage price gouging. At least the Quest 3 can actually go up to 512GB, unlike the Quest 2, which maxes out at 256. But honestly, at the same time, I can't even imagine what you'd have to be doing with your Quest 3 to require up to half a terabyte of storage, and quite frankly, I don't want to know. But either way, regardless of if you're buying the Quest 3 or the Quest 2, our Amazon and Newegg links to them are going to be down in the video description below and also up in the iCards. And if you buy them using those links, you don't pay anything extra, well, we get some money back that gets reinvested straight back into this channel. While other ways of supporting the channel include our Patreon, of course, and all ultra tier patrons will be getting a special exclusive Christmas card this December. Plus also huge thanks to Gavin Burns, Justin Rage, Ella Vroniak, Podshvelka, Not a Pseudonym, Meg Sumner, Shane Allcroft, Lansby, and Level Up. But anyway, that's about it, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then remember to subscribe, like, whatever, and I'll see you all in whatever I make next. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.